Okay, so we're getting to that time of year again when we often reflect back on the previous year. We reflect back on all the things we didn't do that we wanted to do, all the things we should have done that we didn't do, and all of the accomplishments and wins and things that happened. And then it's a time to look forward to what should the next year be that's coming up and what do we want it to look like. I just wanted to talk more about the sense of enjoying that journey and that destination between your goals. Is that often when we make our goals, we tend to just think of the end result and the end goal. And often, like a common New Year's goal is, okay, I want to lose weight. And we just tend to think of it in terms of that, but we don't think about how can we actually enjoy the journey in terms of reaching that goal. How can we put it in place so that we actually are motivated to continue on towards that goal? And so I really want to talk about just how you can enjoy the journey and the importance of really focusing on that journey. Because the reality is that we never really arrive. We are always growing, we are always becoming. And so to live in just this constant future mentality of one day I'll be this, one day I'll become, one day I'll do, it really robs you of a lot of blessings in the today and being present in today. And so in this video, I just really want to encourage you is trying to not just focus on the goals of the one days and the and thens, but really focusing on what can you do today to be that, and what can you do today to enjoy the journey as you are becoming more of who you want to be. And just there's an importance of really being present for today and enjoying today, because the reality is today is all you will ever have. And so I think just slowing down sometimes and enjoying the journey is a huge part in that is often neglected in terms of our goal planning. So what is a way that you can slow down, be more present, and you can just enjoy that journey more? Well, the first is what I would do is I would really analyze your life and just look at ways like what needs to change in my life so that I can enjoy the moments better. I can enjoy the present, and really just think through that in terms of your life. What are the areas you're unsatisfied with? What are the areas where you feel like you really want to change? And really think on this even just as on a daily level on terms of like that. And I'd really like define it and make a list and go, you know what? I want this to change. I want that to change. I want this. So I would say really the starting place in this is just making a list and thinking through what would need to change for me to be able to be more present and enjoy today. What would need to change in my life? What are some things I can implement to help make my days more enjoyable and more worthwhile, more fulfilling in the everyday life? Maybe that's just little things like creating more of a morning routine so that you are enjoying your morning. Maybe it's certain things as far as just you need some walk time. Maybe it's things like you just want to slow down a little bit so you're actually present and there with the kids, and you're not just always feeling like you're getting frustrated and you're tired and you're and so think through the things of what would need to change in order for you to enjoy today, and stop waiting for tomorrow, because tomorrow will never happen. One of the ways to help, just in terms of motivating and just enjoying your day, is just celebrating the little wins. And it can sound so simple. Sometimes it's just taking a little bit of time to just stop and take a break, or go for a walk, or have a cup of tea, or go get a special treat from the local restaurant, whatever it is, things like that. It's just finding little ways to celebrate life as there are little wins, and slowing down enough to just stop and celebrate. And the other thing is that often with goals, is that when we're making goals, it's surprising how easy it is to define our goal in terms of a negative instead of a positive. And so, for instance, like you might say, I want to stop eating junk food, instead of a positive where it's I want to start losing weight, right? And so really try to do it in terms of the positive, not the negative, because the negative is just going to make you focus on that more and make it even harder for you to actually accomplish your goal. And if you stop eating junk food, what are you going to fill that void with instead? So really to say, instead of I want to stop eating junk food, to say I want to start eating healthier. Now all of a sudden you have a positive goal, but also the thing you want to do instead, which is a lot more powerful. But then the other part of that is often we tend to define our goals in terms of like the action that we want to take instead of the result we want. And so this is huge. It's so easy to fall into. So, for instance, again, you say, okay, I want to start eating healthy. But start eating healthy is the action. It's not actually the result you want. It's not that you're like, I just love broccoli and I just want to eat it all day. That is not the result that you want. What is the result? Maybe the result is you want more energy. You want to lose weight, you want to get clear skin, make a list of the things of what is the result from that goal. And that's going to help to motivate you with that goal a lot more when you really focus and narrow in on the result of that, so that when you're eating a salad instead of a burger, that you're reminding yourself, the reason I'm doing this is because I want to have more energy so that I can enjoy life better, right? So if you can link it to the results, it's going to help motivate you to make those changes in the moment. So like, for instance, for me, one of the things I was finding is I've never been a morning person. I've never been motivated to start my day. I like my evenings, right? But I wanted to start getting more motivated. I wanted to be excited about getting out of bed. I wanted to be excited about the day. And so I started making some goals for my everyday to just help me start enjoying the morning. So that's things like just getting up and not like getting right onto things right away, but taking a few moments, getting a glass of water, cup of tea, maybe some chocolate, relaxing a bit, listening to some audio Bible, having some time to read right off in the morning. Still not where I want to be, but a huge difference in terms of me becoming and starting to reach that goal, because I identified this is something I want to change today. And that makes a huge difference then for me starting my goal and getting into my day and just being happier. And I feel like it also sets me up to be able to accomplish some of my other larger goals, because I'm just more present and happier in general in starting my day. Another simple way of adding this in was I was just feeling like for my daughter, I'm homeschooling her, grade 1. It's the first time just really trying to get into routine, trying to figure out how this works. And I was just finding that I was getting too caught up in the to-do list of just, let's get this workbook done, just write out your stuff, just do your assignment, just focus, and just starting to be like, sometimes just rubbing each other the wrong way, of agitated, where she didn't want to focus, she was getting distracted. I'm like, do your work, right? And I was just finding like, this isn't what I want to be. Just realizing of just like, starting to want to like take some time to be like, I'm not so much focused on the to-do list. I want to focus more on her, where she's at, take some time back to say, okay, we want to explore a little bit more. We want to get excited about this. How can we do that? And just trying to find ways to make the activities so that it's more enjoyable for her. She's getting to explore, she's getting to learn, and not being so caught up on just finishing all the exercises in the workbook, but actually getting focused on where she's at and how I can meet her where she's at and be present and build our relationship in that time, not just get school done, right? With my family, one of my simple goals is I just want to be more present. I want to be more with them. I don't want to be so distracted on all my to-do lists. I want to be more there and engaged in what they need. And that's just a simple one where I can start trying to find ways to implement that, to do that, and try to think more about them rather than my to-do list. Another thing is, for me, is just simplifying life, simplifying, minimizing things, because I realized I don't want to be spending all of my time cleaning up and trying to take care of my house. I want to be spending time with my family. And so minimizing those items is going to really help me to reach that goal as far as family. Then another thing was just, I wanted to start like reaching out and building other relationships and more community and those kind of things. And so when we take time off, we have our downtime, start implementing into starting to get together with people more and just have more community, have more people in our home, more meals, those kind of things. And so really trying to think more on like our weekends or like on our holiday time to go, okay, we want to be more intentional about having other people in and ways we can give back to our community, those kind of things. Another simple thing was just sometimes like evenings, just trying to enjoy that end of the day, the evenings, and especially like on like a Saturday evening when sometimes you're done the work, you're tired, you've been working all week, but just trying to make things special for the kids. And just sometimes it's just something simple like hot chocolate or just a little simple snack or some making a smoothie, an orange Julius, and then sitting on the couch and spending time together. Like trying to just be more intentional about some of those times with the kids and just the evening time or time with Dallas, those kind of things. I don't know. Those are just a whole bunch of ideas. Like those are just ways I'm trying to implement it some, but those are ways I've looked at my day and I've defined the things I was unhappy with. And then I've started implementing things within my day to start enjoying the process of the journey and not just be so focused on someday I'm gonna do this, right? Thanks for watching. If you've been appreciating this content, consider subscribing, like this video. Love to see more people commenting below things that you really liked, things that were unclear, things that you'd like to see in this channel. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video.
Hit the like button, subscribe.